Before we begin, find a position where your body can remain still for a few minutes. You don't need to try to relax. Just notice where you already are. Take a slow breath in through your nose and let it fall out through your mouth. Again, in and out. As you listen to my voice, allow the muscles in your face to soften. Your jaw doesn't need to hold anything right now. Your shoulders can drop just a little. If your eyes are open, that's fine. If they want to close, let them close naturally. There's nothing you need to imagine yet. Nothing you need to fix. Just notice the sound of my voice and the space around you. With every breath, your body can become heavier, as if gravity is gently reminding you that you're supported. This story isn't meant to frighten you. It's meant to move past the surface mind, to the place where memories, symbols, and emotions quietly wait. If at any moment you feel yourself drifting, that's exactly where you need to be. My name is Sarah, and what I'm about to tell you is real, at least to me. My dreams began when I was 19 years old. Not fantasies, not random thoughts. They felt inserted. Every time I woke up, I had the same sensation. That something had passed through my mind while I wasn't fully there. A presence. Male. Unknown. Always leaving me with confusion, exhaustion, and a grief I couldn't explain. I never spoke about it. Because how do you explain something that leaves no evidence? Years passed. The dream stayed. I married a good man. I believed love would ground me in reality. When I became pregnant, I thought my body had finally chosen this life. But every pregnancy ended the same way. A night of disturbed sleep. A dream I couldn't fully remember. And then, loss. Doctors said unexplained infertility. My husband said nothing at first, then everything. By the 5th year, he was seeing another woman. He wanted a child, and I couldn't even blame him. One night, I was completely alone. The apartment was quiet in a way that felt intentional, like the walls themselves were holding their breath. My husband hadn't come home. I didn't check my phone anymore. I already knew why. I sat on the floor of the room we had prepared for a child who never stayed. The crib was gone, but the space it left behind was louder than any noise. The air felt thick, like it remembered everything I was trying to forget. I remember staring at my hands, thinking how strange it was that they looked normal, when everything inside me felt broken. I spoke out loud because silence had become unbearable. Not to God, not to anyone listening, just to myself. "Please help me," I whispered, my voice barely there. "I don't want to live like this anymore." I pressed my palms into the floor, grounding myself, trying to convince my body that this moment was real, that I was still here. "I just want to be normal," I said. "I want to wake up without fear. I want my life back." The words cracked something open. Tears came fast, uncontrollable. The kind that leave your chest aching and your thoughts scattered. I don't remember deciding to lie down. I don't remember when crying turned into exhaustion. I only remember the moment sleep took me. Not gently, but suddenly. And that was the night the dream changed. For the first time, I was fully aware. Standing in front of me was not a man, but something shaped like one. Humanoid. Ancient. A draconian face, elongated, intelligent, watching without emotion. It didn't touch me. It didn't need to. I recognized it. And I woke up screaming. The next day, fear turned into obsession. I searched everything. Sleep paralysis, dissociation, intrusive dream figures, past life memory theory. That's how I found the hypnotist. Her website said only one thing. Some dreams are not symbols. They are memories waiting to be released. I immediately booked the session. Her voice was calm, not soothing in a forced way, just steady, neutral, safe. I remember noticing how ordinary the room felt. A chair, soft lighting, the quiet hum of something electrical in the distance. Nothing about it suggested what was about to happen. "Close your eyes," she said gently. "You don't need to try. Just allow them to close when they're ready." I felt my eyelids grow heavy, not from exhaustion, but from permission. "Now," she continued, "go to where the dream begins. Not the middle, not the end. The very first moment you recognize it as a dream." I expected darkness, blankness, the absence of thought. Instead, sensation came first. Heat, not burning, radiating, like standing near stone that has absorbed sunlight for centuries. My breathing slowed without me telling it to. The air felt thicker, heavier, as if it carried memory. Then texture, stone beneath my awareness. Not smooth, but worn, etched by time and repetition. The space around me expanded, opening into something vast and enclosed at the same time. It felt ceremonial, intentional, ancient. I had been here before. That's when I felt it. A presence, not approaching, not retreating, simply there. When I turned my attention toward it, the draconian stood in front of me again. Its form was familiar now. Humanoid in structure, but wrong in detail. The face elongated, reptilian in suggestion, eyes deep and observant. Eyes that didn't blink because they didn't need to. It wasn't threatening. That terrified me more than anger would have. The hypnotist's voice reached me, steady and grounded, like a thread back to the room. "Notice how it stands," she said. "You're safe. Ask it why it's here." My voice inside the dream felt smaller than I expected. Unsteady. But it was mine. "Why won't you let me go?" There was no pause. No hesitation. "You agreed to remember." The words didn't echo. They settled. And then everything opened. Images flooded me, not like memories, but like layers being peeled back all at once. Not scenes. Lives. Different bodies. Different voices. Different times that didn't follow any order I recognized. I felt myself as someone older, someone younger, someone strong, someone terrified. In some lives, I was bound by duty, by oath, by fear. In others, I stayed willingly, believing I was protecting something sacred. And in a few, I wasn't a prisoner at all. I was a guardian. The draconian was always there, to prevent me to know who I really am, to force me to reincarnate unwillingly. The hypnotist spoke again, gently but firmly, anchoring me. "Notice which life you're in now," she said. "Notice your body. Notice your breath." I felt myself return slowly into this form. This life belongs to you," she said. The words struck something deep and undeniable. I felt a shift, like tension releasing from a place I didn't know existed. A loosening. A surrender. The draconian stepped back, but its eyes changed with rage, with resistance. Because it felt losing that energy that it's been sucked for years. Then I said I am free from everything that it's not mine. Suddenly, I was free from the prison. And then I see the creature faded away, violently but slowly, just receding as if its purpose had finally been fulfilled. When the space dissolved, there was no darkness, only quiet. And when I opened my eyes, I was crying not from fear, but from the overwhelming sensation of being returned to myself. The dream stopped that night. My marriage didn't survive, but my sleep did, for the first time since I was 19. I wake up feeling like my mind belongs to me. Sometimes, just before sleep, I sense something watching from very far away, but it no longer controls me. And now I want to ask you, have you ever experienced recurring dreams like this? A presence? A pattern that followed you across years or felt older than your life? If this story resonated with you, share your experience in the comments below. You're not as alone as you think. And remember, some dreams end when they're finally spoken.